Greetings, my name is James T. Griffin, and welcome back to the QuantumUnity of CARALOT channel. This is episode 5 of the QuantumUnity of CARALOT podcast. Before we get into the content of the podcast, I highly encourage you, if you've not already done so, to explore and become familiar with the 30 portals of spiritual sovereignty, because the 30 portals of spiritual sovereignty are going to help us form organized unity consciousness, because it's only when we form organized unity consciousness as multidimensional sovereign spirits that we can begin to build the new systems of the earth realm that are built upon love and unity consciousness. The current systems, education, healthcare, the media, and even entertainment are all built upon we're only human, to live in fear, and that we're victims to our lives, and that drama is normal. So those old systems are currently falling away. They're in process, and they're going to crumble over the next 20 years, and they're going to be replaced upon systems that are built for love and unity consciousness, acknowledging us as multidimensional sovereign spirits and not only humans. So how can you familiarize yourself with the 30 portals? Number one, buy the book, Spiritual Sovereignty, A Path to Unity Consciousness. The link is below. And you can also visit some of the previous videos on this channel as I explored some of the 30 portals of spiritual sovereignty in other videos. So I did 10 videos, and each video I focused upon 3 of them. And now I'm going to be adding bits and pieces on to those 30 portals. So familiarize yourself if you haven't already done so. So let's get into the content of podcast episode 5, which is near-death experiences. So near-death experiences is nothing new. They have been documented for potentially hundreds of years, maybe if not thousands, but the very least documented in books for the past several decades. So a near-death experience is when someone temporarily loses their physical life, so their human physical being no longer is alive, the heart is not beating, the brain is not getting any oxygen, and them as sovereign spirits return to the spirit realm, which is our true home and origin, temporarily. And on the other side, they visit some other family members, let it be human or animal, and even some spirit guides, and even some ancestors they may have not even met in their earth realm incarnation. So they are often told that it's not time for you to come back yet. You have a mission to fulfill. And remember, we're one family of spirits, and in spiritual sovereignty, we call us sovereign spirits. So they come back remembering that they are sovereign spirits, a multidimensional sovereign spirit who's chosen to come to the earth realm to fulfill a divine life purpose. So in order for one of these near-death experiences to happen, the physical being often experiences some sort of trauma. So let it be a car crash or some sort of unintended incident where the physical being hits the head, or something happens where the heart stops, the brain stops, and they would be, according to the mainstream medical system, clinically dead, although we don't use the word dead in spiritual sovereignty, but I'm just using it as a point of reference, a label that the old system utilizes. So on top of connecting in with their loved ones, many of them are coming back and saying, a lot of the old systems are going to break down and fall away, and new systems are going to come to take their place. So the old systems, education, entertainment, politics, media, healthcare, and more will break down and fall away, because they're all about dividing us and keeping us in a level of memory loss where we forget we're sovereign spirits, and we think and believe that we're only human, limited humans, when indeed we are sovereign spirits. So many of them are coming back and saying the old systems are going to break down and fall away. When? Well, let's just say sometime over the next 10 to 20-ish years. It's a process. It's not an event. And the emphasis here is not so much the old systems are breaking down and falling away, but new systems will come to take their place. These new systems are built upon love, unity consciousness, and acknowledging us as multidimensional sovereign spirits who've chosen to come to the earth realm with a divine life purpose. So the QuantumUnity of CARALOT is in process of developing some of these new systems, and one of them is Educare. So what is Educare? You're probably familiar with this if you're familiar with spiritual sovereignty and the QuantumUnity of CARALOT, but if not, Educare is actually in Latin, educare, that's the pronunciation, because education has some root words in Latin, and one of them is educare, which means to nourish or to elevate. So the QuantumUnity of CARALOT is not using the word education, because many feel that that word has been trampled on as a very low vibration and is almost synonymous with indoctrination. So in order to create new systems, we need as much new terms and new words and new phrases as possible. So the quantum unity of CARALOT, through spiritual sovereignty and the proactive wellness system, have coined and created a lot of new terms and a lot of new words to describe the reality that we're creating and the details of it. So educare is now educare. So the quantum unity of CARALOT's educare system. So yes, we are all sovereign spirits, but some of us are having the male experience. Some of us are having the female experience. Some of us are in the teenager experience, and some of us are in the child experience. So CARALOT's educare system, which is designed for us to remember that we're multidimensional sovereign spirits who've come here with a divine life purpose, that's what educare is built upon. So that's one of the new systems that we foresee manifesting and being created over the next 5 to 20 years to replace the old education system. So many are feeling very inspired about the quantum unity of CARALOT because they're seeing the old systems break down, but they cannot see what is to come, what is to take their place. And when I share with them the vision and what CARALOT is in process of creating, they finally see a clear vision of the future, and it's bright and it's hopeful and it's promising and inspiring. So near-death experiences, why am I bringing it up today? Well, number one, it is high level of evidence, strong evidence that we are indeed sovereign spirits and not only humans. This is just a costume. It's a human hologram, and it's not what we are, but it's a vehicle that we use to navigate the earth realm. And that many over the past 3 to 5-ish years have said the old systems are going to break down and new ones are going to take the place. And they're getting this information from the spirit realm and not anywhere here in the earth realm. So that's what I wanted to visit today, to remind everyone near-death experiences are real and valid experiences as per Portal 22 of spiritual sovereignty. And they are proof positive that indeed we're not only human, as we've been conditioned to believe, that we are indeed sovereign spirits from the spirit realm having a multidimensional earth realm experience. So thanks again for tuning in to episode 5 of the Quantum Unity of CARALOT podcast. My name is James T. Griffin. Create yourself a beautiful rest of your day. And as I like to say at the end of every video, always and forever.